Andrew McCART, IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm here in Las Vegas, and once again I'm delighted to be joined by WBC champion in recess, Devin Haney. Can you explain that to me, please, champ?
You just had to add the in recess part? No,
because everyone's talking about this recess, there's franchise, there's everything going on.
I don't even understand it, so I couldn't tell you. People, they keep asking me, oh, in recess. I don't even know what it means, so it's whatever.
Does it frustrate you, the fact that recess and there's the franchise and all this sort of stuff? Does it?
Definitely.
Yeah?
You know, it definitely frustrates me, but it's part of the game. Time after time again, I'm going to keep saying this over and over and again, that I want to make the big fights happen. The fight's so big that the belt doesn't even matter.
We've seen that you want to make the big fights happen. We've seen you in a face-off. I don't know if it was a bit of fun with Mikey Garcia. We've seen you at Ryan Garcia's fight a few weeks ago in LA. Was it last week or a few weeks ago? I mean, you want to make the big fights happen, but first of all, before you can make the big fights happen, you've had a little injury. How is it?
Oh, my injury is coming along well. You know, my body's healing up. My shoulder's healing up. I look to get back in the ring, you know, very, very, very soon, sometime in July.
Talking about the big fights, Ryan Garcia, I mean, your dad was speaking to Bernard Hopkins. I don't know if I can get your dad in here. It doesn't look like he's talking over there. Bill was talking to Bernard Hopkins about making the fight, and it was a bit of to and fro. Can we see that fight happening soon, you against Ryan?
I think that fight's so easy to make, so there's no reason why we wouldn't be able to see it soon. You know, he's with the Zone, I'm with the Zone. He's with Golden Boy, I'm with Matchroom. They work together. It's easy fight to be made. I don't think, well, I know that he doesn't want that fight, you know, soon. He wants to, you know, fight, you know, some other big fights for me. But I feel like let's make it happen. You know, that's a fight that the fans want to see. Let's make it.
You've been very vocal, well, at least a few months ago, about fighting Lomachenko. You still want that fight? Because obviously you've been quiet about that fight of late. Is that something you still want?
Of course, I still want that fight, but I'm not going to just keep screaming his name, and he doesn't really want to fight me. Bob Arum says they have no intentions of fighting me. You know, he said there's 10 guys in the lightweight division that's better than me. Who are they? Can't name them. I don't know. He's crazy. Who knows? But, you know, they have no intentions of fighting me, so there's no point in me keep screaming their name. If they want to make the fight happen, they know who to call.
Luke Campbell looks like he might get a shot at the WBC title, which makes him the WBC world champion. Obviously, you're in recess. Are you wanting that fight to just prove to everyone that you are the WBC champion going forward?
Unfortunately,
that's if Luke Campbell wins that.
Unfortunately, Luke Campbell gets to fight for the world title, even though he loses every big fight that he fights. Even though that, you know, he cries after he loses a fight, and he cries and whines up, like, after he takes a loss or whatever. He gets another shot at the world title. I don't know how. He loses every big fight, but it's whatever.
I've got to ask, being that I am from the UK, I mean, there's a guy over in the UK making a lot of noise. Now, you want the big fights. You've been calling out all the baddest fighters out there. I mean, the Mikey Garcia face-off, Ryan Garcia, you've called out Lomachenko, you've called out all the big names in the lightweight division, but there's a guy over in the UK making some noise, piggybacking off your name, called Joe Laws. Do you have anything to say on that? He's a funny dude. Yeah,
he is a really funny guy. He should do like comedy or something, like stand-up comedy, because he's a fucking comedian.
He says he's jealous of you. That's why he's making this noise.
Oh, that's why he said. I really don't even like when I see his shit on when I see his interviews, I just scroll past him because he's a fucking comedian. He says the most outrageous stuff, that he was drunk and he beat me up in sparring. If anybody will ever believe that, if you believe that, you need to get out of boxing. Don't ever watch a fight ever again if you believe that he got the best of me in sparring. He's shit. He sucks. He's bad. If you think that he got the best of me, something's wrong.
Does it frustrate you that they're promoting him over there with you, and rather than the big names like Ryan Garcia and all this sort of stuff?
Well, yeah, it is. It is what it is. I really don't care. You know, that guy, he can get his clout. He can get his promotion off of me. It is what it is. If you believe it, then you believe it. But the fights that I want are these big fights. That's not even. If I was to fight him, I would gain nothing from it.
I've just been tapped on the shoulder there, so one more question. Big fight here this weekend, tomorrow night. Wilder versus Fury. Probably the reason why you're here. Can I get your thoughts on the fight, champ?
Definitely the reason why I'm here, but I got to go with Wilder. I think that, you know, this fight, he'll make the adjustments. I still think that it's going to be a great fight. I think Fury's going to have his rounds, Wilder's going to have his rounds, but I got to go with Wilder. I think Wilder will you know, get his timing together and then make the adjustments needed to get the win.
So you don't believe Fury when he says round 2 stoppage by him?
Hell no.
Right, Devin, as always, thank you for this IFL TV, and I'll see you next week in Texas, champ.
Thank you. See you next week.